Hello, everyone. Welcome to Backyard Musings, broadcasting live from Apple Valley. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
Thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Check this out. Soliciting foreign interference during election year to help his re-election bid. Does that sound familiar to you?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, what does it sound like? How does it sound familiar to you?
Well, it sounds like what's happening to Donald Trump right now, right?
Well, what happened to Donald Trump 4 years ago in 2018?
Yep.
But that's happening now with Biden.
Right.
Wasn't that the basis for Trump's first impeachment? Abuse of power? Yep.
Exactly.
But I was thinking about Biden's quid pro quo. If Israel invades Rafah, the U.S. will not ship weapons to Israel. Weapons that have already been approved by Congress to send. It's the same exact, same. The only difference is Israel and Ukraine. Only difference.
Yep.
Right? And so the whistle gets blown on Trump for a bad conversation, which was a perfect conversation, and now impeachment articles. And here we're just twiddling our thumbs, wondering what to do.
Yeah. What was that deal that he did when he was vice president? If
yeah.
you don't fire the prosecuting
I'm not giving
attorney
you the
that's
aid.
looking into Burisma, I'm not giving you this $1 billion.
Well, I think, was it $1 billion or $5 billion?
$1 billion,
Okay,
I think. Yeah.
that's a lot of.
That was
a lot of
money.
cabbage.
That was a
Yeah.
lot of money.
So, by instructing Israel not to attack, Biden hopes to gain sympathy from Muslim voters in the U.S. True, that's a fact. The foreign interference is Israel's inaction. In Ukraine, it was Israel's action. Ukraine's action. Now it's Israel's inaction. That's the foreign intervention. Time to put Democrats' hypocrisy on full display. If, of course, Dems would cry that this is different, it's not intended to dig up dirt against his political rival. Remember, Trump wanted the Ukrainian prosecutor to hand over information about Hunter's dealings in Ukraine. I'd love to see the Senate say that these articles of impeachment against Biden, which are similar to Trump, are unconstitutional. Oh my gosh.
How are they going to do that?
Put their hypocrisy on. Well, they'll do it just by saying it. And it'll put their hypocrisy on full display. That would be an uproar. Mob pundits have already rushed to POTUS's defense, saying, the president made it clear we have concerns about potential conflict in Rafah. Even Kirby uses past U.S. involvement with Navy pilots and armaments to show Biden's resolve for Israel. It's like deflection. It's like smoke and mirrors.
That's what they're good at. So we need to seriously think about second and third order effects of Biden's bonehead foreign affairs
That's
decisions.
what I'm saying.
Because we all know Biden will not be tried in the Senate for a recently mirrored impeachable offense.
I know that. We know
exactly.
that.
Right. We don't have the majority.
Don't deny it. We know it.
Right. So just after Biden's boneheaded announcement, rockets came screaming into Israel, care of Hamas, on Friday, originating from Rafah. The rockets were launched at the city of Beersheba. Also in a coordinated attack, Hezbollah sent a barrage of rockets into the northern city of Kiryat Shmona, which caused a huge fire.
It's crazy. I mean, a coordinated attack. They see blood in the water and shoom, shoom, shoom.
Yeah,
attack from both sides.
We're asking Israel to pull back, and they're getting pounded still. So I say full bore, go at it, take them out.
That's what I'm saying.
Also within the Gaza Strip, 4 Israeli soldiers were killed. Jonathan Karikas, a retired combat commander who served in the Israeli Defense Forces.
Well, he's a Jew. He's Israeli.
Yep. And he's now a senior fellow at the Foundation of Defense for Democracy, said, when Israel's enemies detect tension between the U.S. and its most loyal ally in the region, which is Israel, it emboldens them to attack.
Totally.
And Israel is taking the hits for it. And their tactics of using human shields, since they understand that the U.S. will eventually punish Israel for defending itself. This is impeachable. This is an impeachable offense, I believe. Regardless of Hamas and Hezbollah's actions.
End quote.
Yep. Nowadays, detecting tension is code for when a Democrat is elected to Congress.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. This is, again, right out in the open. They're not hiding this stuff. This is not something that's being thrown at us on a Saturday. This is happening. It's crazy.
Do you think this may push more American Middle Eastern allies away from the U.S. sphere of influence and reinforce concerns about the quality and steadfastness of U.S. support?
Well, wouldn't you? I mean, if you had a buddy that said he was going to back you up, and then all of a sudden he pulls back and goes, "You're on your own, man."
What does Saudi Arabia think? Or Jordan?
I'm not giving you any kind of funds or weaponry because unless you take care of this little action you got going on here.
Quid pro quo.
Yeah, this is like a fair weather friend, only on steroids. So crazy.
Just create encampments on college campuses across the nation until demonstrators of those campuses bend and break demands. Soon, POTUS will bend and break demands also. It's not just the Middle East. We mentioned previously in a prior segment 300,000 Chinese students in U.S. college campuses today, with more streaming across the border. The male-aged, combat,
ready,
military-aged
military
males. When China invades Taiwan and the U.S. steps in to sustain Taiwan, will the Democrat administration cave when Chinese students sit in on campuses? What do you think?
Yeah.
When they cause all this havoc all across the nation because CCP is telling them to? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or when Chinese mistresses whisper to their seduced congressmen to condemn U.S. interference. That's Swalwell.
Yeah,
right there.
Eric Swalwell. Thanks, all. Yeah, another California
rep. You
rep.
need to condemn this if you want more sex from me.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Fang, right?
Fang, yeah.
I mean, could you imagine being a parent of one of your children attending one of these colleges that's under chaos right now because of these crazies? I mean, they're threatening these kids' lives, right? If you're Jewish.
Yeah, I'd be embarrassed if my son were doing that.
Well, yeah, but I'd be afraid for my kids. I'd want them home, get them off the campus,
But I thought you were saying as an agitator, if they were agitating.
Oh yeah, no,
knock them up the side of the head.
Yeah, exactly.
My middle son is a social justice warrior. The older son is a little bit more common sense.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
About your social justice son.
Yeah,
everybody's got their agency, right?
Yeah.
So the whole world is watching this in real time. Again, like we're just saying, it's not in the back rooms. What happens when Russia just pushes through with sheer overwhelming numbers and captures Lviv and Kyiv, and then the whole nation of Ukraine? Will Biden do anything about it except condemn Russia's actions?
We'll condemn it.
What about the investment that we've made in Ukraine? That money is it going to be
turn over to the Russians?
I was going to say, is it going to be like Afghanistan? Or are we just going to leave all our toys there and everything that we've lent them? It just
Russia has the numbers. If they just appointed a new defense minister, if he decides, he's an economist, and if he decides, we need numbers, let's push it through and just overwhelm, that can happen. No joke, man. Ukraine is populations is smaller than Russia.
Yeah, and they've lost a lot of people, right? A lot of blood, a lot of treasure,
and a lot of equipment too. So planes, helicopters, tanks.
Yeah, it's almost like they've got something. It's a pride thing, which can be a scary deal. That was Adolf Hitler's thing. It was all about
dictator.
Pride. Yeah.
If Trump was a dictator, he'd still be in office if he was a dictator.
Yeah, this is...
My brother said that. I can't believe he said that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. No dictator. Come on.
All right, folks. We thank you for joining. If you like, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, and tell your enemies. We take all comments, and we love people who watch and give us feedback, and we talk to them too. We thank you very much. Have a good one.
Have a great day. Thank you.